everyone. Welcome back to All Kinds of Advice podcast. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about, love and hip hop Atlanta. But before I go into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let's keep it growing and flowing. For this particular episode, I'm going to be talking about Amy and, her boyfriend Mazi, and that sort of thing for today's episode in particular. So in one of the scenes recently, we see that Mazi and Amy. So Amy's at his house, and he prepared a dinner for her and her family. Pretty much the dinner is to sort of make amends with Amy's family because Amy and Mazi had broken up, for like a whole entire year, and they have sort of gotten back with each other and wanting to be with each other again, yada yada yada. So he's trying to get back into good spirits with her family. So he makes this entire dinner, has like a personal chef and everything, and then like he greets the mom and the sisters at the door. They hug it out. The mom hugs him, but you can see on the mom's, like Amy's mom's face is like, what the hell is going on? Like the mom didn't know they were gonna have this surprise dinner. So he gives the mom roses, and then the mom is like, Amy's mom is like a straight shooter. She's not here for the shenanigans. So she sits at the table and she's like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's popping? Like, why am I here? Pretty much. And then, Amy said that, that her and Mazi, have gotten back together, and she wants to like break the news to the family. And the mom, and like guys, you should see the mom's face and the sister's face. Like they're sort of shocked, like, okay, what is going on? Like, why is she back with him? You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy, And her mother pretty much says to her, like, this is not what you were saying like a few months back. Like 3 months ago, you were saying, like, she's saying that how Amy was saying, I'm free, I'm happy and single. Her mom alludes to the fact that she had a sparkle in her eyes. And then her mom said, like, she was finally being herself again, being happy again after, her light being dim for like an entire year. So like pretty much like maybe she was depressed, maybe she was sad, maybe she was emotional for a year, and she because a breakup is hard. Like when you go through a breakup, she was with him for like 5 years. Of course, it's not something that she's going to get over, like 1, 2, 3. It's gonna take time. So her mom's like, I thought you were like over this. Like, why are you back with this man again? Like, this is outrageous. Like, what is going on? And she pretty much tells like the mom and her sisters, like, I didn't break up with him to not get back with him. And I was like, hold up, like Amy sounds contradictory. Like, what is she saying? Like, I remember when they broke up, like, Amy had come out and she said that she had cut off his phone because she was the one that was paying like his phone bill. She alluded to the fact that she was the breadwinner in the relationship. And I remember her saying, like, no woman in America ever left a good man. So now you're saying like you never left him to not get back with him. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I'm not criticizing the fact that she got back with him. Like people break up and they get back, like it happens like all the time with many different people. But I'm just saying, like, it's like the audacity and it's contradictory in my opinion. And then I feel like, okay, if you loved him so much, like y'all could have done counseling. You could have even done financial counseling, because she felt like she was more like, yeah, I guess the provider for their relationship, like financially. And she felt like he probably was not really pulling his weight. But then again, I don't really know why they really broke up, because one minute she's saying that it sounded like there was a money issue, and then the next minute it's like, oh, they were not broke because they had the YouTube. So I really don't even really know like concretely why they really broke up. Like I just don't know. Like she's contradictory. That's how I feel. But her mom and her sister is not like having it. Like even her sister said at one point, like, when you were heartbroken, like you came to us and you're putting this on us, like this is a lot. And she's pretty much saying in the scene, like, I want you guys, I want your blessing, I want my family's blessing. And it's like, how could you really want their blessing when you sort of went to them and told them all these things about this man? And they even said it too. Like they said, like, you told us like so many things about him. And sometimes when you go through a breakup, I think, like, in my opinion, it's best to just take time and heal and really think things through before you tell people that you're going to break up with your significant other, because 2 months down the line you may have a change of heart. And like sometimes it's best to keep things private, unless if the person's like super abusive, like physically and emotionally, then yes, tell your family. But if it's something that is fixable, I think like Amy made the mistake of going and like sort of turn her parents and her sibling against this man, and then now you want them to like welcome him with open arms. And her mom was like, impulsive in terms of like with her opinion. She's just like, you know what, you want me to be fake, I have never been a fake B, like why should I have to accept this, like. And pretty much the mom was like, and then he's kind of provokeful too, like Mazi's kind of provokeful too. He was saying, well, we are going to be living together, and the mom's like, whoa, 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 like you just told me y'all are back together, y'all are moving in together already, like what is going on? Like this is crazy. The mom was not having it. She's like, this is crazy. And then the mom also mentions to them, like, what do you mean he's moving in? Like this guy has a lot of work to do. Like he humiliated you like publicly, and you're gonna just take him back and think this is all gravy. Like this is not acceptable. Like this is what her mom is saying. And I have to give kudos to her mom. Like a lot of people may think like, okay, this is Amy's relationship, why is her mom and her siblings sort of getting in the middle of it? But we have to look at it full circle in the sense that they care about her, so they're going to be very opinionated in regards to how people treat her, especially when it's a significant other. But I just love the fact that the mom was standing on business and saying, I'm not going to tolerate this, I'm not going to be fake, like I'm not okay with this, you know what I'm saying? Like get it together, this is crazy. Woo! And then, one thing I did like that Mazi said, like, he's like, when he told, like, her mom and her siblings, like, they're going to move back together. And then Amy was like, don't go being smart now. And he's pretty much said to her, like, what do you mean don't go being smart? Like, you're doing all these things with me, but you're not sharing it with them. Like, kind of, signaling, like, are you like ashamed of me? Are you ashamed of us getting back together? Like, be real with your family, regardless of the backlash. You know what I'm saying? But Lord, like, I don't know, it was so spicy this episode. I have respect for her mom and her sisters. They're not having it. And, I have to look at this relationship with a grain of salt too, because it's like Amy made it seem like she did not want this man. She was so hasty to break up with this man. And then I seen in an interview that they did where she said she was stalking his page. And why did you break up with this man and then having to do all of this? Like, this is outrageous behavior. This is out of control. But I don't know. You guys are going to need to let me know. Do you feel like they are going to get back together for good, and they're not going to break up after this? But I feel like if the issue, and a lot of people shared this opinion too, when Love and Hip Hop posted this story as well, in conjunction with the episode, a lot of people's opinion of this is like, okay, but if you guys were having financial issues, or if you feel like he was not holding his weight financially, why are you going back with this man? Like, if you're going back with this man, these things should be resolved before you go back and say I do, or you have a baby, or y'all get a house together again, because they had a house before. So I don't know, man. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think about the episode, especially the scene between Amy, Mazi, and her sibling and the mother. Do you feel like they should get back together? Do you feel like Amy should keep it pushing? Just let me know, because this episode was it was too much. But we're here for the shenanigans. But that's all for today. That's my 2 cents on the whole situation. I feel like Amy does not know what she wants, and I feel like she probably felt that she couldn't do better in terms of the relationship, and he really, really loved her. But then Amy is wishy-washy too. Like, not too long ago, she was flirting with Chaotic. Like, get it together. But yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are. But that's all for today for All Kinds of Advice podcast, and I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Take care. Ciao.